whenever you have to do something for yourself, it's automatically harder than doing something for somebody else. And with your self-belief, you're now thinking, if you have more self-belief, it's only going to benefit yourself, without knowing that your self-belief is actually going to benefit so many other people around you. It's going to benefit the whole world around you once you start believing in yourself, because people are inspired by people who have self-belief. And I used to think that self-belief was a selfish act. I used to think, if I believe that I can do, be, and have anything that I want, I'm being a selfish person. Because then what if I get everything that I want? That's so selfish, because other people in the world don't have what they want. So what makes me worthy of having everything that I want when some people get nothing? This mindset held me back for so long. Now I'm running a business and I'm living in Bali, one of my favorite countries. I have a base in Sweden, my other favorite country, and now I'm in Bali for a few months. But I would not be able to do this if I didn't believe in myself, if I didn't believe that I could do what I'm doing today, that I could run a business, that I could create content, that I could serve people, that I could actually help people. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be here. To get what you want, you have to believe in yourself first. And some people have this automatically. When you're a child, you might have been brought up with parents and people around you saying, you can do anything, you can do anything, you can be anything, you can try anything you want. And that is automatically going to make your self-belief, like up here, which is great, which is what we want. And maybe you were brought up like this, but you don't have self-belief. Maybe somebody has knocked it down. Maybe a guy you dated, a girl you dated, or a friend said, who do you think you are to do that? Or that's so embarrassing, that's so cringe. And your self-belief went from here straight down to here, and it stayed here. Whatever happened to you to make your self-belief be so low that you can't take action on what you want? That now you need to acknowledge what that was. Who has made you feel like that? What has made you feel like that? Because when you can get to the root cause of why you feel like you have no self-belief, why you feel like you can't do things, then you can actually start to be like, okay, this is why, this is what triggered it, and now I can start to change that pattern. I'll share what this looked like for me in my life. In high school, I realized that I was not very academically smart at all. This was a reality check for me. I was like, wait, what? Like, I've always been fine, and then suddenly I'm in bottom sets for literally everything. I'm like, haha, that's a bit embarrassing. Although now I don't think it's embarrassing at all, but it felt embarrassing at the time. This made my self-belief automatically go down, because then my parents were telling me, oh, you have to revise a lot. Oh, you have to work really, really hard to get the grades that you want. Oh, like, what happened there, Frida? Why are you in bottom sets? So my self-belief was automatically just going like this and this and this and this and this. And this was self-belief when it came to running a business, self-belief when it came to creating the life that I want, because I started to tell myself, I'm not academic, I'm not smart, and if I want something, I will have to try really, really hard for it, because that's all I know now. That's all I can remember from high school, is me having to try really, really hard to get anything that I want. And for a while, that kept me stuck. That kept me very, very stuck, starting businesses and failing businesses. I started making clothes and I failed. I started being a photographer and I failed. Now I'm on my third business and it works. It's good. So in that process of then building this third business, I had to decide that I'm smart. I had to decide that I can do this, that I believe in myself, that if I do this, I help other people. This is not a selfish act, but this is me helping other people. And once I started to rewire all of those old beliefs that weren't serving me into these new beliefs, that's when my self-belief went up and up and up. So this is what you have to do. You have to understand what your beliefs are now and start to rewire them. And the best way that I did this, I know it sounds like cringy, but it actually was through reading affirmations and reading mantras and listening to soundtracks. I listened to a lot of soundtracks that just brainwashed me. They brainwashed me and told me, you can do it, you are worthy, you can do this, you can do this. That was what I was consuming, and I was also consuming people that had a very similar journey to me that are where I want to be. Social media is an abundance of information from successful people. If you aren't listening to successful people on social media right now who are where you want to be, you are missing out, because this will take you there. When I was at home trying to run my first business, all the language from my parents was negative. It was ridiculous. They were calling me ridiculous. They were calling me, what are you doing? Why are you doing this, Frida? You need to get a job. Maybe you should do this. Your credit score. I'm like, oh my God, I can't listen to this. So I put my headphones in and I was like, let's listen to these people who have done freaking what I want to do and they are succeeding. And that's how I brainwashed myself. Soundtracks, affirmations, and then actually just listening to real people do that shit. And then obviously taking action. But you can't take action if you don't have the belief that you can actually take the action. And that's why I'm talking about self-belief, because as much as action is 50% of the goal that you want, mindset is the other 50%. And usually the mindset has to kind of creep in first, then the action, then the mindset, and then they kind of stack on top of each other, and then you're thriving. So first comes self-belief. And hopefully you have people in your life that you can rely on to give you words of positivity and give you that positive belief, who actually genuinely believe in you. If you have these people, it's going to be much easier, but I know that we don't all have these people in our lives. And this is why when you are working on believing in yourself, it's important to cultivate your environment. Who you hang around with is way more important than you think. That's why I was talking about brainwashing and listening to content, because my environment was not serving me. My environment was not believing in me. And when your environment doesn't believe in you, you start to not believe in you. So then you have to change your environment, listen to some good content. We have social media now. Change what you're consuming, change what you're listening to. Sometimes the thoughts in your head, when you're not listening to anyone, they are actually not serving you. And sometimes we think, oh, you know, I don't know, our thoughts in our head, right, should serve us, but we have a negativity bias. Humans have a negativity bias, and this is from when we were hunters, because we're always trying to keep ourselves alive. We're always thinking of worst case scenario. Watch out for this, we could get killed. And because of this, we have a negativity bias towards life. And that's just natural. So maybe when you are alone, you have a negativity bias of, I can't do this. Who am I to do this? I'm so ridiculous. No one's going to care. No one's going to watch my content. And as soon as those thoughts creep in, you need a system that's going to be like, no. These thoughts don't belong in here. These thoughts do not belong in here. They are old thoughts. And then it's setting up that system, that belief system. Self-belief system, set that up. I have systems, and it's the Superhuman app for my affirmations. I love this app so much. And affirmations, reading affirmations, doing mantras, and listening to specifically, I have like 3 creators who I love, who always get me hyped up. And I actually have one specific podcast that I listen to over and over again that hits me right like in here, and I'm like, yes, I can do this. Find that for yourself. Find those creators. Find that one podcast. Find that one song. If you don't believe in yourself, it's likely that the people around you also are having those doubts. And let me reassure you about this, because this is not necessarily a bad thing. If you haven't proven yourself to someone, whether it's your parents or your friends, if you haven't proven to them that you can do what you say you're going to do, if you haven't proven that with action, why would they believe in you in the first place? You can't expect people to just believe in you, because I bet you don't believe in every single person that you see. If somebody, your friend who works as an accountant tells you that they're going to start a YouTube channel about traveling, you're going to be like, yeah, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. And that's what people think is true. They will believe it when they see it. So prove it to yourself through action, and also prove it to other people through action. Once you have this mindset of, okay, this belief is kicking in, take action. Because if you just keep up with all this mindset and all this brain work that you're doing and never take the action, this is just going to deplete. And we want to sustain this by adding the action on top of that, so that we believe in ourselves. Just like building confidence. To build confidence, you have to take action. To have self-belief, you have to take action. To prove to yourself, oh my God, I took that action, made myself a healthy meal, I went to the gym. I'm starting to believe in myself now because I did what I said I was going to do. do what you say you are going to do. And when you do what you say you are going to do, write that down. At the end of the day, what did I do today? What actions did I take today? Even if they didn't get any results, because most of the time the actions that we're taking, they're for long-term results anyway. We're not going to see results today. If I'm going to the gym today, I'm not going to see results today. But you know what? I took action. I went to the gym today. I went for a walk today. I ate a healthy meal today. No results. The action. And when you're focusing on the action, you're focusing on, I read my mantras, I listened to this podcast, your self-belief is going to just start stacking, because you're proving it to yourself through your actions. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have a bunch of videos of self-improvement specifically for young women. So if you like this video, you will definitely enjoy some of these. Make sure to binge those because I want to make sure that you are healthy both in here and out here. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, week, month, life. Bye. And believe in yourself, please.